Good morning, everybody. It is currently October 10th, 2024. It is 5 o'clock in the morning and I've been having contractions since yesterday. Yesterday they were very inconsistent. They were like every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, every 5 minutes. It was just all over the place, but I definitely knew that I was in like an early labor stage. And then we went to sleep last night. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning having contractions. They were just very painful and I've been tracking them ever since. And so I started tracking them at 2:30 in the morning. The last one I tracked was at 5:01. They're currently 57 seconds long and they're 7 minutes apart. So I called my mom. She did not answer. We have 2 other kids, so I need her here to watch my babies while we go to the hospital. My husband, he has work today, but I don't think he's going to go because my contractions are getting closer together and they're definitely like stronger, and this is my 3rd baby, so I know it's going to go a little bit quicker than before, and it's a lot. So I want to talk about the symptoms that I had leading up to right now. So yesterday I was feeling very emotional. I was feeling very off. I was just like not feeling good, and all day I was just having the contractions. And then last night I started feeling nauseous. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a contraction. Hold on. So as I was saying, yesterday I started feeling nauseous, and then we went to bed and I woke up in pain and I started having more contractions, and I've been going to the bathroom a lot. I know it's a TMI, but that's the labor symptoms. Bathroom meaning 1 and 2. I've probably went pee like 4 times since I woke up this morning, and the other one I went once. So those are my symptoms right now. I told my husband, and he's probably going to wake up to his work alarm soon, and I'm going to tell him it's a no-go for work because I am going to need to go to the hospital soon. I'd say probably in the next 2 to 3 hours. That's the update right now. I think I'll come back to you guys in like an hour or so and update you on my contractions. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Oh my goodness. Those are intense. It says get ready to go to the hospital. Not yet. I was gonna eat a banana. Gotta keep my energy levels up. It's 5:30. I think I need you to get up now with me. My contractions are 5 minutes apart.
My alarm never went off.
I guess not.
Okay, I'll get up right now.
I don't think you can go to work.
Yeah.
Alright you guys, it's a little while later. I'm having contractions back to back. It says I've had 45 contractions since 2:30 this morning. And right now they're about 5 minutes and 31 seconds apart. And I just had 2 back to back that were 3 minutes apart. So yeah, and I'm getting a lot of pressure like in my lower belly, my back, and my butt. And it's just not feeling okay. But my mom just got here. The kids are not awake yet and I'm surprised. Ow, I'm getting another contraction. Ow. Did I start it? No. Ow. Ow. This hurts so bad. 321, that one.
We're getting closer.
I know, this is not good for me to leave. So Sam is actually getting the car seats out for my mom. Then we'll load everything up and then we're going to head out. I want the epidural so bad. I told you guys that I was going to try not to get it, but I am in a lot of pain right now and I'm like working up a sweat and everything because I'm so hot. But that is the update. We're about to head to the hospital. Okay guys, so we're officially on our way to the hospital. My contractions are like 1 minute and 30 seconds, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and they're a minute long. I'm in so much pain right now. I feel it a lot in my hips and my lower back. Oh, this is coming on really quick, and I think it's because of that raspberry leaf tea that I've been drinking. It's just making labor go faster, so yeah, but how you feeling?
There's a cop behind us and we might get pulled over because I was speeding a little bit.
That's not good. Oh. I'm in so much pain. I think this is like the most active labor I've ever been in without the epidural. Wow. No position helps either.
Remember you were saying that you wanted to hold out as long as possible.
I don't want to hold off anymore. I want the epidural.
You're funny, my love.
Look at my socks. Labor of love. I'm surprised my water hasn't broken with all this pressure. The brakes don't even feel like a brake.
How long have you been feeling contractions?
Since yesterday.
Since yesterday?
But it didn't get strong till this morning around 2:30.
Okay.
Think we have time to roll her upstairs?
To doctor. It's right. I mean,
It's
if
right
that
there.
bag
The
of water
baby's bag
breaks,
isn't broken yet.
she's gonna deliver.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? You trying to have a baby?
Ow.
It seems like it. Water bag combo.
Oh, okay.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Okay. Breathe.
Ow!
Right for here.
Ow!
For 30.
Ow!
Breath, chin to your chest, chin to your chest, and push.
And push all the way down. Push, 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 push. There you go.
Heads out. There we go. Time, Patty. 8:22.
Good job, Mom.
Can I have the bowl, please? She's an actress. Congratulations.
Wow.
I was just down here.
Like she literally rolled back as you went up. And I heard, yeah, we were just about to get
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
This is exactly what I wanted.
You got it.
This is a planned thing? I wanted to wait as long as possible to come in. Well, next time
It's been a minute? Yeah, about a minute.
Yeah,
I think Patty got that.
The warmer's around the corner.
Yeah, so they're gonna cut the cord and then I can turn her more, okay?
I'm just gonna put these warm blankets right here.
Oh, thank you.
Did I rip or anything? We'll find out.
Okay.
In between there.
There's that for you. 3 vessel cord.
Yeah, just use that, I guess.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, you're strong. That foot to the stomach.
Listen to that.
Sure. I got a little foot to the stomach. I did an ab check.
So that was the quickest birth that I've ever had. The second we got here, I was in so much pain. They laid me in triage and I actually gave birth in there because she was just coming out way too fast. But as for baby, she's having some issues right now, just transitioning from the womb outside, and she had some low oxygen at first, but they were giving her some oxygen. And then by the time they brought us to this room, our postpartum room, they said that she was doing better and that her oxygen was 98%, but they were just going to monitor her a little bit longer and then they would bring her to us. So that's what's happening. I'm getting some Pitocin right now to, I guess I always get this, but it is so painful to like. Hi you guys, it's the next day. Yesterday was so overwhelming. I just stopped the camera. I did record the kids coming to meet the baby though, so you guys will see that clip in just a couple of minutes. But I want to tell you guys exactly what happened once we got in the car to come here. So as you guys saw, I was having contractions. My mom got to the house. Sam finally got everything ready. I swear he was taking his sweet precious time just getting everything ready, because typically with my other births, we got to the hospital and we still had hours before the babies came, right? So we get in the car and then the intensity of the contractions picked up so much. I was in so much pain. I could not talk to Sam. I was at the point where I felt like I wasn't getting a break between contractions, which was terrible. So the second that we step inside of the building, we are downstairs. We have to come up to the 3rd floor for labor and delivery, and before you can come up here, they want you to check in. So Sam was checking us in and I got on my hands and knees on the tile of the floor and I was just in pain. I could feel her descending and it was just mind-blowing to me that I was at this stage. I still didn't know that I was at this stage, but I could just feel, I felt her head dropping down. So then these guys, they see me, these guys that work at the hospital, they saw me on the floor, they put me in a wheelchair and they rushed me up to labor and delivery. When we got up to labor and delivery, they got me in there and then they were trying to check me in. They were like asking me all these questions. They were trying to, and these contractions were back to back. I was just moaning and screaming and in there, like everybody could hear me. So they're like, no, we need to get her into a room. So they bring me into a triage room and they were going to check how dilated I was, how far along we were at. And she put her, okay, so I take off my pajamas, get this gown on, she sticks her hand in there and the baby's head is right there. So once we found out that she was coming right then and there, Sam was still out in the waiting room because they didn't let him come until I was going to be, fully checked in. And then they start prepping everything to deliver her because we were not in a sterile place and they were trying to get me up to like a labor and delivery room before I was going to push her out. But unfortunately, we didn't have that much time. Now, what was fortunate is that my doctor had got on call for the next 24 hours. Like, he had just got there. Everybody was in such a good mood because it was shift change, like what time was it? It was like 8 o'clock, right? Yeah. So it was like an hour before where, shift change happened and everybody was just in a good mood. Everyone was awake and everything, so that's good. But my doctor was there. A bunch of nurses came into the room just helping out, and I was not okay. I was just like
we need to get this baby out of me because these contractions are so painful. And if you guys remember a couple videos ago in my birth plan, I was talking about how I really wanted to wait as long as possible to come to the hospital so that I could skip out on the epidural. I didn't mean this long, but back to the story. So they're checking me again and again because my water bag still hadn't popped, and they were like, maybe we can get her up to a labor and delivery room and then pop her bag of water and then the baby will come. But then another contraction came and Sam walked in right then. He saw her head and he saw the bag of water just like right there. And then I think in that moment, in that contraction, the water bag popped and then they told me to start pushing. So I pushed, her head came out, and then they're like, oh, her head's out. And when I heard that, I just pushed the rest of her body out right then and there. And it was not painful to push her out of me. What was painful was those contractions. So right after I was done, like, I just laid my head back and I was just chilling, and then that's when she was purple and she wasn't crying. She did cry, but she didn't cry that much. They took her to go get her oxygen checked, and what was it at?
What do you mean?
Her oxygen level.
Right when she was born?
Yeah, when they took her over there.
In the 70s?
Oh man. Okay, well, her oxygen levels were in the 70s, and then they took her to the CPAP machine, you know, gave her oxygen, and then over the course of like 30 minutes they got it to come back up to like 98, and then she was breathing on her own and everything was fine. They just said that when babies come out so fast, they don't have time to transition properly, so that was what was wrong with her. For a second there, they thought they were gonna have to take her to the NICU, which I was terrified. Like, I was like, what just happened? Like, I was in complete shock because we had just got to the hospital and I'm getting asked all these questions, and the IV, they're trying to get me like blood work done. It was just chaos for a minute, but I am so thankful that my birth happened that way. I got to experience a birth without the epidural, and that's exactly what I wanted. She's perfectly healthy and I couldn't ask for anything better. Sam was mind blown, like everybody was mind blown. I sent my mom a picture like 5 minutes after we got there and she didn't believe me. She was like trying to piece together what we were wearing and all of that because she thought we were lying to her. But then after we got into our room and settled with our baby girl, my mom came, my grandma came, and we pretty much just had visitors the entire day. So I was really tired, and that's why I didn't, you know, pick up the camera. But the kids did come to meet her, so here is that footage. Look!
Look at the baby!
Come here. It's your baby sister.
Okay, let's put hand sanitizer. Come here. Come on.
Hi. She's over your eyes.
She loves you already.
Her fingers are like very small. She's so
Be nice. She's a baby.
Pet her. Pet her like a baby.
You don't want to pet her?
The baby.
You look, Bree. She's so good. You like her hair? She looks like you.
Thanks.
Show her your belly, Maddie. Maybe she'll.
Look, Briella. Briella,
No.
remember the baby that was in here?
No, it's
Where's
not.
the baby that was in Mommy's belly?
I think she's tired.
She's right here.
She's tired.
Yeah, I took her out. Remember we say, baby, get out. And she came out.
That's the baby in Mommy's belly.
You like the baby in my belly? She's like, I don't know. She tried to fall asleep right when we were getting ready to leave.
Oh.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese! Breathe! Aww. Yeah, that's your sister. So, how did you feel?
Oh, it was just wild. It was insane. I could tell that you were overwhelmed with everything that was going on.
I know.
The contractions, having her so fast, all the people in the room.
Yeah.
Everybody was mind blown.
But like, what did you feel like when you came into the room and you saw that her head was already like coming out?
So I walked around the bed and I could see. I saw the head was already right there and everything with the sack intact. And I was like, oh man, it's coming.
Yeah.
But I mean, nothing. I didn't feel like
You were just, I think we were all just mind blown.
I was just surprised.
And then the doctors have even come
like
in.
Nothing was gonna go wrong.
No, but like today the doctors have come in. They're like, "You're superwoman. Like, I don't know how you did that." And everyone, they said it was the talk of the hospital yesterday. Like everybody was talking about
tell
it.
them when you yanked us forward.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Sam was on this side of me, and then there was a nurse on this side of me. I grabbed Sam by the neck. And I grabbed the other nurse by the shirt. I pulled them in, and I guess I kicked the other nurse over there in the stomach, and that's when she came out.
2 nurses holding one on each leg.
Were they holding my legs?
One on this leg, one on that leg. And there was me on your left side, and then there was another nurse on your right, and there was a nurse in front of me that was in charge of the baby.
There were so many nurses.
And there was like 3 nurses or 4 nurses behind the doctor, and then your OBGYN came in, the other doctor, right? And he was standing, and there was also like 5 other nurses behind him.
I know, there was so many. But crazy. Yeah, so I remember
the NICU team ran in, and then oh man.
Yeah, it was just like chaos, right? And so I think that was the best way to go about it though, because if I had the chance to get the epidural, I definitely was going to. Those contractions in that last 30 minutes were like insane. And Sam didn't believe me. Like, at what point did you be like, okay, she's probably gonna have this kid soon?
When I saw the baby.
Oh, really? Because you said something about when we were in the car, like when I put my leg up.
Oh no, when you put your leg up, right?
How did you
unbuckled
feel?
And you turned over.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, oh man, alright, so these are pretty bad contractions.
Yeah,
I need to get to the hospital.
So I told him to turn off the camera, and when we were in the car, I took off my seatbelt, put my leg up on the dashboard so my legs were open, and oh man, those contractions were horrible. Yeah, but we're thankful that she's here and she's healthy, and we're obsessed. And they said that since she wasn't born in a sterile environment, we might have to stay 48 hours. This is already, we've been here for 24 hours for sure. What is it now, like 36 hours?
Like, yeah, 30 something.
Yeah, so we might have to stay till morning, but we are just over the moon. She is such a good baby, you guys. Like, she slept through the night pretty much. I had to wake her up to feed her, and she kept pooping. She poops a lot like her sissy.
Yeah, but we're surprised with how she looks, huh?
Oh yeah, and she has light hair. Look at her hair. Just like Logan. You look like your brother. I just wanted to give you guys an update about what happened, because this was not my plan for this video. I was planning on recording everything. He did record for me when
we have the whole audio.
One of the last things I said, I was like, Malap, set up the camera so it can record me. Yeah. Because I just remember, I'm vlogging this, you know? So I really tried. But one of the nurses knocked it over. But I will insert, like, you know, the footage and everything so you guys can hear at least what happened. That is how it went down. Pretty much. Her birth story is crazy and I love it. But we are beyond thankful and happy. So we love you, baby girl.
Exactly.
Oh, and by the way, she was 7 pounds, 6.5 ounces, and 19 inches long. Born on 10/10/24, exactly when I wanted her to. Yep, this is the second baby that listened to me. I wanted my first girl to come on 2/2/22. She came on her own. I wanted her to come on 10/10/24, and she came on her own. So these babies, they listen to their mama. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.